If there wasn't an oil crisis in the 1970s, there may have not been Playmobil. It's really interesting to think how history can shape how we play and what we play with, whether that be based on industry or capitalism. It's just, it totally changes the trajectory of what we find pleasurable in leisure or play. Anyway, here is the complete history of Playmobil. If you like this video, definitely check out Ruby Bandit's History of Playmobil. It goes more in depth in different areas and is a really cool watch, so please check it out. And thanks for watching. Geobra Bronsdotter was the company behind Playmobil. They were actually a metals company that was founded in 1876, and they made ornamental locks and fittings and even hula hoops. And then by the 1920s, the company was mainly making metal toys, like piggy banks and kids' telephones. By the 1950s, plastics were all the rage, and most children's toys were made of plastic. Those produced in Germany were plastic and steel. But that all changed with the oil crisis in the early 1970s.
The Dallas area today, dealers raised prices to more than 40 cents a gallon.
And yes, that was a lot of money back then. And this made plastic really expensive, and the company had to think of a new way to make toys with minimal plastic. Enter the chat, Hans Beck, who was hired by Bronstarter to invent a new toy that would use less plastic in the early 1970s. Beck created a figurine that was less than 3 inches tall. He saw a gap in the market with only tin soldiers kind of being a rival around the same height, so this was new. You could move the toy's head, legs, and arms, and with the minimal facial features, kids could really imagine anything this character could be. Hans Beck called the figures Clickies, but we know him better as the inventor of Playmobil. The toys hit the shelves in 1974 with only 3 themes: construction, knights, and Wild West. And yes, Wild West did include culturally insensitive depictions of indigenous people, and to this day, Playmobil has yet to release a statement. I'm going to cover a video on all of this in the future.
Playmobil, everything from spaceships to pirate ships. Playmobil sets and characters sold separately.
By the late 1970s and early 80s, Playmobil exploded, and the company came out with all these new themes: zoos, hospitals, space exploration, Victorian-era homes, and people just loved how detailed it was, and it came with no scripts, no instructions, just pure world building and imagination. And one of the cool things about Playmobil is that it stayed the same throughout all its years. Its sizes, everything. If you got a figure from 1974, it would fit right next to a brand new set you got today. Same size, same dimensions. You can interchange the clothes and the accessories, and they fit in the same spaces, which is super cool. And they've really stayed true to that throughout the years. In the mid-1990s is when I was introduced to Playmobil, and I got this set featured here, the Red Baron's Keep. And I was obsessed, and clearly still am to this day, but you couldn't go anywhere without seeing Playmobil. And I distinctly remember going to Zany Brainy's toy store to get Playmobil. It was a subsidiary of FAO Schwarz, and it was like the kids' holy grail of toy stores in the 90s. And then in the modern era, we entered the licensed sets: Scooby-Doo, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Star Trek. Parents who grew up with Playmobil now can collect the same sets again, and kids can discover them fresh. The brand has been around for about 50 years, and it's now finally seen a decline in sales, unlike its competitor Lego, which technically has been around less longer than Playmobil has. Kids just don't play with the same toys anymore, and I guess that's just how it goes. In 2025, when this video was made, it seems the brand has dumbed down and streamlined their themes for younger audiences, since kids don't play with toys as long as they used to. A 9-10-year-old nowadays rather play Minecraft or watch a Get Ready With Me video on TikTok or ask for skincare products for Christmas. Though the popularity has declined in the US, it's still a really strong brand in Europe, and people of all ages still love Playmobil, buying, collecting, and sharing with younger generations of things that they loved and made them joyful in the first place. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what toy really shaped you growing up. I'd like to know. And I hope you enjoyed this little niche history lesson. Thanks. Bye.